So you've got sweet new Hooke Road fenders, but you're missing the fender liner. Unacceptable. Welcome to Dylan's Garage, where we don't try, we do. And if we don't know how, we figure it out. And if you want to see more of my content, remember the spelling, Dillan. Please also consider like and subscribe. The next step in the transformation of this stock 2019 Jeep JL into a budget-friendly off-road beast are stylish and tough steel Hooke Road fender liners. I've already done the video installing the front, now let's do the rear. Removing the stock liner is easy, but if you need instructions on how to do that, please watch the beginning of the rear fender flare install video, linked below. Also, I do recommend doing the fender liners before the fender flares, simply to save a few steps all around. It's actually kind of best to do them together, but more on that later. These fender liners can work with stock fenders also. The shipping company didn't handle the box the best, but everything inside looked great. But before we get started, I wanted to give a big thank you to Hooke Road for sending me everything I need to make this project possible. Everything in this build series is available on Amazon, and using my affiliate links is by far the best way to support the channel, and big thank you to anyone who does. The way all the holes and cuts are made on these steel sheets, there's only really one way they can go together. So grab your Allen wrenches and start bolting it together. I always like to cover the mounting tab of each panel with the next panel. It's a cleaner look when each of the edges and corners visually line up instead of partially overlapping on each bend. I did scuff a couple of the panels in the process, so I hit them with Rust-Oleum Satin Black for a quick touch-up. After assembling the passenger side, I did the same process on the driver's side. You can tell which side it goes on by knowing that the logo sits towards the rear of the vehicle. There was one hole that the fender liner uses that also exists on the fender flare, but needed to be drilled out on the Jeep. This is where I would say that it's kind of better to do the fender liner and the fender flare kind of at the same time, so you can put the fender flare up and use the fender to help keep your drill bit centered as you're drilling your hole. After drilling the hole, remove the fender and then hit that new hole with some paint. Now grab your fender liner, put it in place. The bottom screws require a nut and a bolt, while the upper screws thread right into the mounting tabs on the fender liner. These same exact mounting tabs also share with the fender flares, so if you ended up installing your fender flares before this, you'll have to drill out your riv nuts that you originally put in, because the fender flare will share with the fender liner mounting tabs, which ultimately makes mounting pretty convenient, especially if you do both these jobs at the same time. This was definitely one of the easier projects in this series. Just repeat the same step on the other side, and again, please check out my affiliate links to purchase your fender flares, liners, bumpers. Everything I've done on this Jeep is listed in the link below. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next one.